But before we do anything else, let's go to the cultists. He has a lot of health, but it doesn't matter. Hey, another ghoul snack. Guarantees to find a brain. Headhunter, additional chance to kill an enemy. Vampire only, if an enemy escapes or becomes insane. Get buff. Well, we took the gruesome snack, let's take the contract of blood. And can we put it on our headhunter? No, they already have restore mana and restore wrath. It's pretty good because they do a lot of damage with their attacks. So I think that is acceptable. Having the restore mana on the ghoul, I think, is what I want, but we need another part pack for that. I mean, we got one on the Nom. Who are we fighting, though? Berserker. A Berserker means we want Nomonomicon to do more damage. So we're going to have that. We're going to have... actually, I think we're just good to go, honestly. Elite Berserker should hopefully die quickly. We will use an artifact. All enemies lose health. Killing them quickly seems like a good idea. Let's use it.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable
Yeah,
hands.
you're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, this seems acceptable. Yeah, you can replace trinkets, but replacing trinkets doesn't seem particularly useful, because if you replace a trinket, you are just,
Gloriously salute.
Yeah, I could eat him. If you replace a trinket, you're still just kind of losing the old trinket. Kind of feels like it's almost better to just make a new unit so you can still have access to the trinket, if that makes any sense. You've already moved, so I'm going to kill you with a new unit. I'm actually going to remove the block from the Dwarven Warrior here. You do have 10 block, but we gotta hit someone else. We could hit the Elite Treasurer. They have no protection whatsoever. Yeah, let's do that first. Let's remove your block. That's also a really good crit. Arg, don't touch my beard. And then maybe we'll use the plus luck plus accuracy. Maybe we'll use the AoE crit from the Bride to get a kill on this Berserker up front, and then we'll have a backup unit in the disposable head to do something if we don't get the kill there. In fact, we can do that right now. Here's our backup. It's gonna hit your block. Damn it. And you got pushed to the front. I screwed it up a little bit. Can you move forward? Yes. So what you're gonna do is, on this turn, yeah, screwed up a little bit. Yeah, wait, I can use the AoE because all of the skills cost less anyways. There we go. And in fact, you're not dead, so we do need to use that AoE ability. And you know what, by using the AoE, it's gonna knock out the block. We'll be fine. I'm worrying too much.
This is my kind of entertainment.
It was pretty good. And you did lose all of your armor and resistance. That's not gonna hit the front line. I can't use this. I can just do damage to a whole bunch of enemies. Yeah, it'll knock out the middle guy's block too. Seems acceptable. Now you. We can kill this guy. Oh my lord. He's got 3 health left. Yes, we can kill this guy. In fact, the AoE crit from the Bride will do it again. Why are you so good, Bride? Try to get a kill on this guy first. Maybe crit him, maybe not. Stop with the coin bags.
Carve open their husks.
Wait, isn't there an ability that's like if you get a kill with a crit, it does something? Because we're getting a lot of crit kills here. Also, they love shooting the back line, I'm just realizing. We need to kill them real frickin' quickly. But luckily, we have a lot of moves here. We have a lot of moves here. Yeah. And the ghoul is so good that it doesn't matter, you're dead anyways. That was an easy fight. I love the ghoul. I love the vampire. They're wonderful. Minions gain 6 resistance until the battle ends. That seems great. We also have a level 12 brain. And a secret destruction spell. Deals 81 magic damage, plus double damage if the target is stunned. Dude, just a 22 damage, or 22 mana spell that deals 80 damage is pretty good. But we have one that is like 40 mana that also increases the damage dealt to a unit, and that seems pretty good. What do we have right now? If the sum total of minion levels is less than 21, grants more experience. Okay, we're just going to dump that. We don't need it anymore. That can go there. That's the only thing that can go there. So there we go. It's an easy decision to make, and I love easy decisions making of the making of easy decisions. Motzilla says, I love this item I have that heals for a percentage of damage dealt and using the AoE crit of the bride. I had that. It was on a headhunter, and I don't know what happened to it. I think that the headhunter died and I didn't get it back. But what's weird is that I had a banshee die, and I got these items back, so I don't know if it's a % chance it happens or something. It's probably % chance, let's be honest. Yeah, we could actually go the long way around. I wish I had known that ahead of time. I like the idea of going the long way around. We get an extra level. We get, a sacrifice of a minion. We can get rid of one of these dupes. Like, I got this banshee I'm not doing anything with. We'll get some items out of it. You know, it's going to take a little bit longer, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. So, Iratus. We have 3 points. All minions and enemies gain luck. Gain wrath. Minions receive +5 evasion. I'm just gonna dump that immediately.
Foundations of this
Seems
world.
like a good get. What's up next? Similar fight to the ones that we've been having. We want to have a block remover, which is not you. It is you. You're gonna go first, and you need to be in the first position slot. So that's that. Then we will have the Dark Knight be here. We'll bring along the Banshee doesn't matter. I hate to say it, but the Banshee doesn't really matter. Because the Banshee is going to have to punch through all the wards to actually do anything. And I know, again, I'm not actually upgrading my units. I really should be. I just want to do another mission. And getting into more combat means we have an opportunity to get more levels on people too, so it's not that bad. So Musketeers, we got to be careful of their ability to mark. So you're going to be spending your turn debuffing. To be fair, having the Dark Knight against the Musketeers seems pretty good because they can just remove their own buff. They do look like a big daddy, but you can clearly see the face inside of them, which is a little weird. Anyways, remove your block. We are going to gore you. We are going to remove the block and ward of the Geomancer. It got redirected. I forgot that's even a thing that could happen. Well, in that case, I think we're just gonna buff you up so you don't take as much damage. Miss. Plus armor. Oh, we're gonna remove your debuff. probably gonna kill him pretty quickly. And our boy, tanking the hits like a flippin' champ. Damage increased, 25 damage will kill him. He's not gonna get another turn to act, so I'm just gonna let another unit deal with him instead. I'm just gonna push these guys around a little bit, get him back up to the front. Bullseye. You're not debuffed anymore. No, you do have 18 block. You do need to go forward. But I want the vampire to go first, because they can heal and get a kill. There we go. And I didn't want to get him pushed back, because then they can't really do their big attack. Now, we have a lot of mana. We should probably use an ability. Let's kill you. Man, that does so much. 82 damage. We should get more spell power, I'm realizing. Well, I think you're just gonna stall, my ghoulie friend, because we need to punch through your protection. You could do multiple hits against this guy, but he has armor, so that does not seem like a very good plan. Instead, I feel like we should just buff him up, just so he doesn't take as much damage, and they're likely to hit him anyways. Oh no! You hit me and gained me a whole lot of mana and wrath. It's still counting. I love that ability. Thank you. It's gonna hit you. Maybe I shouldn't kill him, because if I kill him, I lose the ability to get all that free mana and wrath. Interrupt stances, deals 14 damage, attacks twice for 14 damage. Guess the skeleton is just gonna do some hitting. Some base hitting for a little while here. I like the animation for that. He shoots with his fingers and then blows the smoke out. Completely unnecessary, but give me another heal.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Yeah. Oh my god! Nothing but meat. You're gonna try to escape? Oh, I think not, my friend. Oh. I mean, I still think not, my friend, but... Yeah, a time to perform beyond one's limits. And I love the ghoul. They're so reliable. They just kill things by hitting them, which is exactly what I want from them. Who needs another Banshee? I got the perfect Banshee. We get the Acid Gland, again. The first spell used in a battle will cost 0, one-time use only. Another Acid Gland, huh? You know, that could be good on the AoE from the Bride of Iratus. It's not guaranteed to remove the protection, but it is an AoE ability. A streamer has a Darkest Dungeon quote for donations, trinkets and baubles paid for in baubles, and it makes me laugh every time. I think I know who that is, or I know someone who has something like that. I think Bear Taffy did that. I'm thinking about replacing increased damage dealt to elites. It's just too situational. If we give the Bride the... Where is it? If we give the Bride the Acid Gland, and their AoE has a 25% chance of removing all armor and resistance from a unit. You know, that could also be interesting for a... that could also be a very interesting use for a unit like the Ghoul. If you start with the attack that removes block, and it has a 50% chance of also removing armor and resistance, then this unit moves first. All the other units can then just pound on and beat the crap out of someone. That seems pretty good. And while the mana regen is nice, we can always have that on another unit. You know, the Ghoul could be the unit that moves first, removes block, removes armor and resistance, and then everyone else just kind of pounds on him. I was kind of thinking about doing something like that with the Headhunter. Their ability can make the enemy lose all armor and resistance, or all blocks and wards, but this only works on the next turn. So you'd have to wait like a turn and a half before any of this stuff kind of applied. But if the Ghoul could do it on turn 1, 50% chance of it happening, that seems kind of nice. I kind of like it. And, you know, they do a whole bunch of damage. We can just let them, you know, use their high value attacks over and over and over again, hitting people. They also have an AoE. They could use Acid Gland, but they do have a guaranteed way of removing armor and resistance if you need it. But if the Ghoul does it on turn 1, that's really nice because you can really get in there and kill an enemy quickly, hopefully. Would be this one. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I really like that trinket. I'm going to keep calling it a trinket. But I do really like it. Let's do one more combat here. I think our units are perfectly capable of handling it. Except... yeah, that works from the front. So let's do it. Kill some fools? I can kill some fools. We'll save the boss battle for the next time, I think. Well, let's do one more at least. Gotta love how easy it is to kill the berserkers. I think I will hit the berserker with the spell. But I'm gonna hit this unit up at the front with the Ghoul. Hopefully well, it's going to knock out the block and then hopefully knock out the armor as well. It did not knock out the armor, but at least it knocked out the block. Basically for free. Now, the Berserker has a buff. Hey, wait a minute, I have someone who can deal with buffs. Smite the show-offs. 1, 2, 3.
Become part of the breathless tide.
You know, skeletons are pretty good at dealing with Berserkers. Did forget about Flamethrower Man. Turtle Advance, +6 armor, +6 resistance. He's got a lot of block. That's gonna suck. We should do this. It only costs 30 wrath, which is pretty good. We need to move you forward. I could just straight up make him lose like 60 health. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Now can we kill him? I think we could kill him. Da, 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 da. You regenerated yourself when you had no damage dealt. Brilliant. Brilliant! I never want to know what one of these guys does, but I think we're gonna... Right, 26 armor. And also, that did not remove your protection, so that's unfortunate. Now I'm like, okay, what if I just buff people? Because you're gonna live. Interrupt stances. You know what? Took me a minute to figure out what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Now, remove your protection. We're spending a lot of health on our vampire, but they'll move soon enough. Oh, the warrior did get hit by removing all armor and resistance. When did that happen? Dun, 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 dun. We gotta keep this Dark Knight at the front, though, at this point. Whenever we can. Except, now that I think about it, that's wrong, because we want to keep the skeleton at the back so we can keep pushing this guy forward. So many situational things you need here. You need to be able to interrupt stances. You need to be able to remove buffs and debuffs on yourself and buffs on the enemies and blah 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 blah. In law blogs, law blog. Okay, one day you will get into a position to heal off of an attack. I don't know, try this. There you go, heal 10. It'll happen.
Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Feed the void. I do love this guy stancing all the time, though. Regeneration. That is annoying. You know what? I don't want to deal with you.
One by one, life vanishes.
One by one. The Dark Knight does so little damage, but he's such a good blocking unit. You just flee.
Mop up.
I guess the Oracle can't do an attack directly. They can only do buffs. So when we kill everyone else, they just flee. Which I suppose makes sense. Select a boon. Increase damage dealt. Restore vigor for each unfilled slot. Increases critical damage dealt. Reduces critical damage received by 20%. Yo! The nails of pain. For an archer, for a ghoul, I could see that being nice. But just increasing the damage dealt raw also seems good, but protecting yourself from critical hits seems nice. I'll take the nails of pain because we don't have it.
Future kingdom.
We don't have it. And the boss is a dwarven electromancer of some sort. He's got a lot of tools at his disposal. That seems very interesting. If we were going to build a squad for that, I think that honestly what we have is kind of what we want. We kind of have the ability to do everything that we need. Heals, skeleton blocks, and just do damage and heal off of it. I think that would probably work pretty effectively. Although Bound Hades says this boss was annoying. How you've gotten to this point in the game already, I don't know. Target minion's next attack deals critical damage. Yo, fading on a massive hit from the ghoul would be lovely. And in fact, if you give the ghoul the ability that gives you mana regen, you could almost certainly get the mana back, because you could just do 100 damage at least with your crits. That seems pretty nice. I like it. Okay. Hades is madman. I did this boss easy with stress. I don't like stress, but I like physical. Alright, maybe we'll do the last boss fight. You think we can do it with what we got? We want We want you to be in the front. We want you to be there. We want you to be there. We want you to be there. That works. Should probably spend some points as well. Doesn't miss. Ignores armor, ignores block, interrupts stances, stuns target for a turn. That's better than interrupting stances, I think. That seems really good.
My minion.
My pretty. Should also give you more accuracy and probably some resistance. That's acceptable. Black Knight. In one level, I think he can upgrade his AoE heal. So I kind of want to just let this ability point percolate for a moment. Instead, what we're going to do is up his resistance, and I should really upgrade his accuracy slightly, and maybe even his evasion by a tiny, tiny amount. Then, Mother Blood, I have not upgraded you in a long time. Ignores block and ward. Ignores block and ward in the future. Target loses evasion or accuracy. Let's make the target lose accuracy for 3 turns. Yes.
Get back to battle.
Then, physical attack deals damage to 2 enemies, or lots of damage to a single enemy. 2 damage to 2 enemies is kind of nice for breaking down blocks or ward, but you have the ability to do that, so it doesn't really seem that necessary. More damage to a single unit seems slightly better. Although, if I can use this as a kill for one enemy and then maybe getting a little bit of extra damage to another, maybe that's okay, but I would like more damage, please. And then the ghoul! Give me evasion. Ah, you have stat points as well. An extra block or ward is nice, especially until you can get your regen out. And in fact, I think I've convinced myself that that is probably the way to go. Alright, since it's a boss fight, we're going to use an ability as well. I can make him pass a sanity check and maybe go insane at the beginning of combat. How funny would that be? Oh my god, I'm going to absolutely do that. Let's hope it works.
Well, even more than previously.
One of the chief sponsors of the great mining complex beneath the human castle. He thus bears a great deal of responsibility for freeing Iratus from his eternal prison. Oh, not one of the chief sponsors. One of the chief's sponsors. Wait, one of the chief sponsors? One of the chief sponsors of the great mining complex beneath the human castle. He thus bears... I feel like that's grammatically incorrect, but I don't know. For freeing not that anyone would dare remind him of this fact, since his keen mind has been deemed invaluable by the Alchemists Guild. After all, few can actually calculate the precise amount of explosive power needed to clear a tunnel without causing a cave-in. But now that he is personally forced to try to salvage this venture, he has turned his great intellect to far more warlike pursuits. To battle! Fight this dude! Right. Summoned. The Pylon is immune to all buffs and debuffs, immune to stress attacks and ignition. Inventor loses 100 vigor for each destroyed Pylon. One in the back has ward. Feature does an escape. Inventor, 740 damage, 650 sanity, 999 protection. Well, we can dump his protection if we hit him with specific attacks. I do not have... I do have one unit who can do that if we hit him specifically. Feels like what you need to do is hit the Pylons, though. Defensive, offensive, supportive. The one in the back might be giving him the 999 block. He doesn't really seem to do that much damage. Feels like what we should do to begin with is just go for the Pylons. Like we can kill one in one hit. So I'm just gonna deal with the offensive Pylon first. Oh, nice. I think what I'm actually going to do is use the ghoul to hit the one at the front. She does a lot of damage. It's possible that we could have killed it in one hit. And also maybe remove the... Oh, you know what? Immune to buffs and debuffs. The thing is not going to apply anyways. Never mind. Right, what are we doing? Bloodthirst. You might as well activate that ability as soon as possible. And then you might as well hit the Inventor. Because I want to make sure that he loses accuracy for a little while I deal with this thing. Which we can kill.
One less annoyance in the world.
Okay, he took some damage. We could try to stun him, but I don't think stunning really works that well against bosses, honestly. We could go for a hit on the thing at the front. I think what I'm actually going to do is just buff my Dark Knight. Hopefully he gets hit, and if he gets hit, he'll give me some block back. You're repairing it. You stunned. You gave him a buff of something. I didn't actually see what it was. These just look like they're on fire. I don't know. I mean, he has 999 armor. It's an indication that we shouldn't be hitting him. However, if he just keeps resummoning these things, then what do we have to do? We have to probably destroy the defensive pylon. And then get some damage in while it's destroyed or something. Let's give it a shot. Can you hit? Target loses. Vampire loses 20. Can I just do this? I could. Let's see what happens when we destroy one of these pylons. I want to know. Well, specifically this one, I guess. Stun a target for a turn. Attacks twice. 28 damage. We can kill it. Oh wait, no, we can't because he's stunned. And this thing has armor! I forget. Okay, that healed him and buffed him. He repaired the thing. That did no damage, and that stuns a unit. It's always going to stun him. The buff is increases damage dealt by 20%. I don't know, I'm confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing, but I tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit this guy until I remove all of his armor. And it should theoretically apply. So, you know, kind of just hoping that that'll happen. And then what are you gonna do? Well, I could also just magic attack you and constantly make you lose like a percentage of your health. And then eventually you'll die when I destroy a pylon. But the thing is, that's kind of if I destroy a pylon. I'm not really gaining mana back because I'm not taking that much damage, and we're not really healing that much right now. No, sorry, where's my buff? There's my buff. We're in a very weird position where I just don't understand how to kill him. Unless I can burst damage like 300 damage to each one of these things, it's like, well, I'm just gonna stall, I guess. They finally hit me, thankfully. So, I'm just gonna smack one of these things. I really want the vampire to be at the front, but what goes to the front? This goes to the front. Just gonna do this again. There we go. Now you're at the front. You are going to hit the, I don't know, supportive pylon. Maybe if we break this, it won't, he'll lose all of his armor. Moves you forward 3. I really don't want to do that. You hit me for 3 damage. You hit me for like 8 damage. Remove debuffs. So if we put a debuff on him, it's not going to last forever. I still don't know why these things are like burning on the ground. Oh, you know what? I'm a fool. He takes 100 damage each time we kill one. He heals 24 a turn. You just have to do 100 damage like every couple of turns. I'm a complete fool. I'm overthinking this drastically. All I gotta do is just hit things and they'll die. So that's what I'm gonna do. Although I think you are going to pause and you are going to hit. Can you hit the third position? You can't. Well, oh well. You skipped your turn. You have a turn. Well, I think the skeleton was the wrong idea. This is not a defensive boss fight. This is an offensive boss fight. You need to do as much damage as possible. Now, luckily, I have a ghoul who is, like, absolutely incredible at things. AoE would also be pretty good here. Honestly, this is a fight where the blood phantasm would be pretty good. Light all the enemies. Oh, they're immune to burn. Never mind. Immune to ignition. What am I? It doesn't matter. Here I was thinking it would actually work. I guess I'm just gonna smack it. There we go. Got one. Did 100 damage. Rinse and repeat, I guess. Whoa! Good frickin' crit. I'm kind of wondering what I'm gonna use my my wrath on, because I have no units that really benefit from it right now. A little bit of an oversight, I feel. But we'll get him. We'll get him. He's taking damage. He's gonna have to spend time rebuilding all of his stuff. It's just gonna be a bit of a long fight. It's not even Shambler strats, because sometimes on the Shambler you just want to go quickly. You know what? The skeleton could kill him. The skeleton can bypass the armor and just hit him. Does he have, like, infinite actions per turn when it comes to summoning these things or something? I don't get how he summoned 2 of them and then also did an attack. I thought he only had 2 attacks. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably wrong. Invalid target. Why? It's not edible. Bosses and inedible enemies are immune. Right. Here I was thinking I could eat the machine. It's just, it seems like it's just a long, annoying fight, but we'll get it. Just, I guess you'll wait. You will hit. You can't even hit the boss. I want you to get up front so you can hit the boss, because you can do that. So you know what? Sorry, I can't hit that. He's immune to the stun, but I want him up at the front. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, except he pushes himself to the back like every single turn. Oh, I hate fights like this. It's just... Oh, you keep pushing my guys around. I can't hit you. You keep healing. You're annoying. I suppose that our skeleton might also just slowly die to like 3 damage a turn. Physical attack. You can't hit him. It's an invalid target, by the way. Well. That's 1 action, 2 action. So he only gets 2 actions, but when he's summoning these things, he gets infinite actions. So I guess he gets one action, but the resummon of all the minions is a free action. It'd be nice if that was like listed as a feature. Every turn he resummons all of the things. It'd be nice if it was only 1 at a time. But I guess this is a fight where you are just supposed to smack the crap out of these things, huh? Yoink.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like?
No, this is a machine.
Pathetic.
Pathetic. So summon, free action. Then he gets an action, which is his attack. Fair enough. Oh, you know what? He has 2 defensive pylons out, so he's going to be doing a lot of extra healing. We should probably take those out if we can. Yoink! Yeah, he's almost dead. We'll get him. We'll slowly get him. I should have brought along a unit who had a better use of Wrath, like, you know what? Oh my god. Take a zombie, more powder every single turn, and then just one-shot the boss through 999 armor. Someone has to have done it, right? Right, 6 armor, I forgot. No! That's like half of a turn gone, you fucking pylons. I hate you. And you just healed him. Oh, you son of a... Oh, ho, ho, ho. George is getting upset. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him something to heal. Do it with archers. Yeah, like if you could just do high damage, like buff the archers for 3 turns and then smack the crap out of him, that seems like a great plan, honestly. Well, let's kill this one.
Good, good. More materials.
What an annoying fight.
This easy.
To be fair, someone in chat said they did this easily with stress. That makes sense. Because it doesn't look like he gets a very minor buff to stress, but he's not protected from stress. You can do stress damage. Because the 999 protection is only to physical damage. You can de-stress him out at any freaking point in time. We can't do that because I don't have anyone who does stress, because it's my first time fighting the boss. But you know what? You live and learn. Fair enough. We have no like concern in the fight at all. It's gonna take a while. No crit. I was hoping for a crit.
Toss them in with the rest.
If we do this one more time, he will die. Oh no, 0 damage. Now this sucks. They're gonna stun like 2 of my units on a turn. That seems unfair. That's a good crit though. Oh, I needed that. One more hit. One more hit. One more hit.
One more for the stockpiles.
Got him.
A predictable outcome.
What did we get? We got tokens. A random enemy loses 30 luck until the battle ends. All minions gain accuracy and damage until the battle ends. Effect is removed when a minion takes damage. And another Nails of Pain, and a strange jar, and a level 11 brain. Okay, fair enough. And really quickly, go to the exit, get our full heal. As the dwarves fell before the onslaught of the walking dead, news of the crisis started to spread far and wide. The human kingdom was rich and willing to pay gold unaccounted to whomever could manage to bring them the head of the newly awakened necromancer. They would all gather here in these barracks, cunning rogues and learned mages, knights and elven rangers, all following the siren call of coin. They knew not of the true scope of danger that awaited them. In the end, they were just lambs gathering before the butcher. Ho, ho, ho. Sweet. And our level has been completed, and we freaking finally got through the annoying berserker area. Hell yeah.